to start your class again. Oh, let's go. Right, well, I think that's perfect. Let's go, shall we? So come on to your mats. And I'm going to give you as much technique as I can today, all right? So try and thinking through all the things that you need. So let's start with the pelvic curl. So you're lying down on your mat. Really important when you're working out with me on YouTube is to make sure you are the person that checks your alignment, because I don't have the benefit of seeing you. So look down at those knees and check that your knees are in line with your hips. All right, and then if you can, just check that your feet are more or less in line with your knees. Okay, and then you're going to lay yourself down on the floor. We're going to bring our arms down by our side, and we're going to take a moment to also think about starting positions. Most of us, me included, are quite rounded in the shoulders. So when you lie down, you might find your shoulders are off the ground. Try and draw them back onto the mat without feeling any strain. If that's really uncomfortable, just let them be where they are. If you can draw them down, then try and do that. So pelvic curl, we're going to use our Pilates breathing. So we're going to breathe in through the nose. And as you breathe out through the mouth, I want you to gently pull your belly button in towards you. So you're just going to draw that belly button in. You should feel a sense of everything pulling in and slightly up. That's what you want to be thinking with the breathing. All right, so we inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth, gently drawing your belly button inwards and almost feeling of just trying to pull it up. That's going to engage your pelvic floor muscles in your lower abdomen. Let's try that one more time. Deep breath in. Exhale, drawing the abdominals in and slightly up. You can see how that really flattens out the lower abs. So that's the breathing we're going to use. We're going to do a pelvic curl. So you're going to take a deep breath in. You're going to exhale, so draw the abdominals in, belly button to spine. This time you're going to add a tilt of the pelvis. And the technique is to tilt as much as you can. When you can't tilt any further, that's when you start to peel up off the floor. All right, so you're lifting up, you're feeling that work in the back of the legs, in the bottom muscles, the hamstrings. You're going to take a breath in there. Same idea, exhale, so pull that belly button in, and at the same time, softening your chest so you can come down sequentially through that spine. All right, so you're going to take a deep breath in. You're going to breathe out, tilt the pelvis, press into the feet, and lift the hips up off the floor. That's it. You're going to inhale there and exhale to come back down. So I'm going to try and call out a couple of tips. So you're going to deep breath in, breathe out, we'll tilt. Now as you go up, think of the hips leading the way like headlights, reaching up or pointing up towards the ceiling. What we don't want to do is collapse in the back. So you want to really feel your bottom muscles working quite hard here. Take a breath in and breathe out and come back down. Now try and visualize you've got a tennis ball between your knees. Take a breath in, breathe out, peeling up. So don't let those knees separate. They're going to cause that little gap like you're holding a ball between your knees. Inhale, exhale, come back down. And we're going to do one more. Deep breath in, exhale to tilt. And roll the spine up. Inhale. And exhale, coming all the way back down. Let's take the arms straight out to the side. You want them in line with the shoulders. I'm going to give you different levels as I promised. So anyone who's got a weak core or lower back issues, you might want to have your feet on the floor for this and keep your knees and ankles together. If you feel fine to do so, you can lift your legs up one at a time into the tabletop position. Also, feet and knees together. So imagine you're holding a £10 note or a $10 note if you're in Australia between those knees. All right, and then from there, we're going to inhale, taking the knees over, but try not to let your upper body move. So we're going right with the legs. The left shoulder blade needs to stay on the floor, and then exhale, come up. All right, because we want to control the movement. So keep the shoulder blades down on the mat. Inhale, go left. And then exhale to return. All right, so we're letting everything move, but we are controlling the movement and back. What a lot of people do with this is they tend to let their ribs open, and we don't want the ribs letting go. We want to keep hold of those core muscles. All right, so keep the ribs down. Inhale over. Exhale up. Good. Inhale over. Exhale up. We're going to do it 2 more times. Over. And exhale up. And inhale over. And exhale up. Let's take the right leg down, the left leg down. Come back to your neutral position. And just to remember, neutral, yes, is your hip bones, 2 hip bones and your pubic bone on the same level. So you want to feel like you could balance a cup of tea here, just below your belly button, and it wouldn't spill to the right, the left, forward or back, because you're nice and stable. And every time I say neutral, that's what we want, particularly the pelvis. We want a neutral pelvis. All right, very important for this next exercise. So you're going to interlace your fingers, take your hands behind your head. And before you begin, just think about just placing that pelvis in its neutral position. And then you're going to try and hold it there using that breathing. So you're going to inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Now pull the belly button in, and that's to stabilize and keep that pelvis still. Now add the lift of the chest without the pelvis moving. You should feel it really deep in the abdominals. And you're going to take a breath in and breathe out to come down. So you're going to inhale to prepare and exhale to lift. Inhale to hold and exhale to lower. So take a breath in, and as you lift up, think of your eye line going towards your knees. So you're looking at your knees. Inhale and exhale, lower. Good. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift. Elbows are just in your vision. They're not too wide. They're not too close together. And they basically stay in the same place all the way through the movement. One more deep breath in and exhale to lift. Inhale to hold and exhale to lower. Now we're going to add a rotation to that. So we begin the same way. You take a breath in. You breathe out to lift the head and the chest up. All right, make sure your shoulders are relaxed. Stay as high as you can without that pelvis shifting. Now take a breath in, breathe out, and just rotate your chest to the right. And just imagine you're trying to just look past your right knee. And then you're going to inhale, come back to center, staying up. Exhale, rotating left. Inhale back to center. Keep that chest up all the time. We're just rotating right and coming to center and left. Try and stay in neutral. It's super hard if you do it right, isn't it? Exhale right. Sorry, and center and left and center. Take a deep breath in, lifting up a little, and then exhale, coming all the way down. Well done. We're going to take the arms out to the side, and we're going to go straight into the leg circles because I want to get you through all the joints today. So you have got a couple of options here. You can beginner level, or if you've got arthritis in your hips or really tight hips or anything like that, you can do this leg bent and also the other leg bent. So right leg lifted, left leg bent. If you don't have any issues like that, or you feel okay, you can extend your left leg along the floor, and you can extend the right leg as far as you go, so as far as you want. So if you're a flexible person, you can have it all the way up like this with the foot flexed, all right? Anyone who's had a hip replacement, you do not cross the leg across the body, all right? You only go forward and out. So it's just a little tip if there's anyone out there. So from here, you're going to inhale, taking the knee or the leg across the body. Exhale, this is when you draw the abdominals in, and you're going to draw a little circle around and up. And you've got to keep that circle within a range that you can control your hips. You don't want your hips rolling. So I'm taking my leg across, but my hips are still firmly planted on the mat. Then we circle around and up. So try that. Inhale across. Exhale around and up. Inhale across. Exhale around and up. Inhale across and exhale around and up. Let's go back the other way. So you're going to inhale out. Exhale around and up, and same idea. Most important thing on the technique is keeping your pelvis still as your leg is moving. All right, so if you do have stiff hips, you're going to want to do smaller circles. You may want to just reduce the range slightly and do it with the knee like this. All right, last one, inhale and exhale around. Good. We're going to take that leg straight down. Let's come up and let's do the exercise on the other side. So take up the position you want to work in. Then we're going to inhale across, exhale around and up. Remember to keep that pelvis still. Try and keep your whole trunk still and just let that leg move within the hip joint around and up. Inhale across. Exhale around, one more, across, down, around, and up. We're going to go the other way now, so inhale out, and exhale around. Inhale out, and exhale around. Inhale out, and exhale around. Inhale out, and around one more time. Inhale out, and exhale around. Well done. You're going to bring that leg down and you're going to come up to sitting in your own time. And we're going to do the roll up. Okay, so we're going to go through some tips for the roll up. So I want you to all to start this with me, and then I'm going to show you the progressions through. So we'll start with the fundamental level, which is with the legs bent, hands underneath, and trying to use your hands to really lift up through the spine. Okay, so we're trying to get this part of our back here, lower back especially, lifting up. We don't want to kind of start in this position, okay? So let's lift up nice and tall. Bring your knees together, and then you're going to exhale. You're going to pull the tummy in. So think of that belly button drawing in. Think of trying to tuck your tailbone under and keep that sense of hold on the abdominals as you come back. All right, you're just going to go to there. Take a breath in. Breathe out. Now draw the tummy muscles in first. Come on up just into what we call a little C curve, which is keeping the roundedness and having the shoulders above the hips, and then lifting up. Okay, so you can do that. If you want to take it a little bit further, you can take the arms away. Take a breath in. Breathe out. Now draw the tummy in and try and just focus on what you're feeling down here, particularly if you have issues with the roll up. What you're trying to do is keep pulling the tummy in and keep tucking the tailbone under. Keep pulling in, keep tucking under, going as far as you feel you can. Maybe hold it there. Take a deep breath in. Now breathe out, pull the tummy in first, and then start to come up. So again, you're keeping that focus down here in the abdominals, and then we're going to do a little forward C curve and lifting up. Okay, you want to work harder, you can extend the legs, point the toes, taking a breath in, exhale, scooping in. Same idea, so we're drawing in here, we're coming down. This is where it gets hard for some people because of stiff backs. So at this point, if you feel your feet are lifting, don't go any further. That's your stopping point, all right? If you feel that they're okay, then you can keep going under, tucking under, pulling in, and placing the spine down on the floor, taking the arms overhead. And this is when a lot of people panic, and you mustn't panic, yes? Just do what you can. So you bring your arms, head, and chest forward. So you're here at the end of your inhale. Then your exhale, that's when you pull in everything. So pelvic floor muscle, belly button. And then as you can hear in my voice, you're starting to lift up by engaging the core into that C curve and up. So I'm hoping that I've covered everything. We're just going to do 2 more. So you've got to think what works for me, what works for you. Yeah, where do you feel in control? Yeah, maybe that you need to stop here. That's fine. You stop there. You take a breath in. You breathe out. And come up. And last one. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Drawing the abdominals in. Coming down. Very important not to feel any sense of panic or stress when you're doing Pilates. It's all about feeling good. Inhale. Exhale, coming up, and just doing your best, doing what's best for your body, and then lifting up. There we go. Good. I hope that helped with a few tips there. So we're going to go into the spine stretch forward now. So that's a movement going the other way. This is one I feel a lot of people don't get. So that's why I wanted to do this one today, because it's a really, really good exercise. And I'm hoping that you're going to see what I mean by this. So a spine stretch forward is a flexion of the spine. And the idea is, and I always say this in my classes, and I know some of you are out there that come to my Zoom classes, that you must get this sense of being up against a wall and starting from the very top of the head. So I'm going to show you 2 different ways people do it. What I do see a lot is people will be here and they'll just reach forward. And can you see that when I'm reaching, I'm actually working from here. I'm working from my hips. I'm not really using my spine. I'm just going forward and back. This is the difference. Yeah, this is what a spine stretch should look like. So taking a breath in, and if you watch my spine, it's chin to chest. And now I'm flexing my spine. So I'm really pulling in and going forward. And I'm hoping that that does actually look quite different. Yeah, and I'm feeling a stretch there. Inhale and exhale to come back up. So I want you to try this with me. Again, if you're tight in your hamstring, you can do this with your knees bent. Tight shoulders, you can do it with your hands down. Those are your options. Full exercises like this, but always soften your knees. So come and sit up really, really tall. Take a deep breath in. And first of all, just take the chin to the chest so you feel the back of the neck stretching. Now think about that belly button pulling in. And it's like your ribs are going down towards your hip bones. And you're trying to go over a ball. Imagine you've got a beach ball in your lap. And you're trying to go over it, which means you've got to keep pulling the tummy in as you go forward. And you're trying to feel the stretch down your spine. So going right into the back of the pelvis. You might feed it into the hamstrings as well. Then you're going to take a deep breath in. You're going to breathe out, uncurl that spine, and come back up. And you can feel just doing one feels enough sometimes, doesn't it? So we're going to do 2 more. Take a breath in. Breathe out into the chest. Drawing the abdominals in. Visualize that spine curling forward. And keep that connection between your mind and your abdominals. Inhale. Exhale. Coming up, and 1 more deep breath in. And exhale into the chest. And down. Inhale. And exhale. Coming up. Well done. All right, so from there, let's bring the legs together. We're going to do the sitting spine twist. So it's much like we do on the floor. It's a rotation. You can have your legs straight if you've got the flexibility, if that's uncomfortable. Let's have the legs bent like so. You're going to have your arms out to the side, Turn your palms up to the ceiling. That's going to really open out your shoulders. Okay, and then from there again, think of the rotation right here from your waist. So as you rotate towards me, you're turning from your waist. You're not flinging the arms. Lots of people kind of throw the arm to get around. It's not that. We want to work here. You can see where the crease is, top of my leggings here. This is where we're working. And back to center, and then the other way. Exhale, rotate. And back to center. Now we add another pulse. So it's 1, 2, and back to center. 1, 2, and back to center. And center. And center. And center. One more. And center. Well done. Bring those hands down. Come and lie on your side. And we're going to do the side leg lift. So this is both legs out. I love this exercise. I absolutely love it. If you have scoliosis, which I do, it's one of the best ones you can do because it's working the whole side of the body. So it helps to rebalance the body, especially if you have an imbalance one side to the other. So you're looking at feet slightly forward of your hips. So again, technique important with this one. You want your hips stacked, so one hip above the other, feet slightly forward. This arm, if you can, out with the palm up. And then you rest the head on the arm. Now your options are you can have your hand in front if you feel very unstable, like you're going to roll back or forth. Hands like this, or you can have your hand on the side if you like the challenge. So from there, you're going to exhale, drawing the abdominals in and trying to float the legs up. You can see even I wobble with this one. You're trying to keep the abdominals in. Then we're going to inhale, we're going to lower towards the floor. You can lower all the way down. And then exhale, come up. Be very careful that when you lift, your legs don't go back. So you want to keep them slightly forward. All right, that way it's not going to go into your back. You're really going to work here on the side. So inhale, lower, and exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, and exhale, lift. Lower, and lift. Lower, and lift. Lower, and lift. One more, lower, and lift. Well done. Bring those legs down. Come on up. All right, we're going to come onto the elbow, do a side bend. I'm a real advocate for women, especially doing body weight exercises as we get older because it builds your bone density. So you're going to have your elbow under your shoulder. First level is with the knees bent. I'll go through 3 levels. So knees bent, we'll do it together. You're going to inhale, push into that elbow, lift up. Exhale, take the arm over, try and frame your face with that arm. Inhale back to the T and exhale, lower down. Next level is just to pop the knee up like so. It gets a little harder. Just don't let anything roll back. You don't have to do this level. I'm just showing you. Inhale up, exhale over, inhale up and lower down. Harder still is to have the legs straight. Top leg over, and then inhale up, exhale over, inhale up, and lower down. Let's do one more together. Inhale, lift, exhale over, inhale up, and lower down. Well done. Let's go on to the other side. We'll do those same 2 exercises. So think about your setup. So hand is up on that outstretched arm, feet are slightly forward, hips are stacked, hand can be here or here in front of you. Take a deep breath in, exhale, lifting up, trying to feel it on the side of your waist. Inhale to lower and exhale to lift. Inhale to lower and exhale, lift. Inhale, lower and lift. Lower and lift. Good. Lower and lift, and lower and lift. Well done. Bring those legs down. Come on up onto your elbow. We'll go through them all and you just stick with the one that works for you. So knees bent, just check at this point you're not rolling back. Yeah, you want to be really on your side. Arm out, inhale, press into the elbow. Exhale, over, nice side bend. Inhale, up, and exhale, lower down. Deep breath into lift. And exhale, over. Inhale, up. And lower down. You want to work harder, you can take the leg out. Inhale, exhale, over, inhale, up, and lower down. Harder still as inhale, exhale, over, inhale, up, and lower down. Let's just do one more, and inhale, exhale, over, inhale, up, and lower down. Okay, final exercise, onto the front, back extensions, and these are so important for us because we're spending all our time with our head forward with technology, and then as we get older we tend to have our head slightly forward. So working in the other direction, as long as you know it's okay for you, very important. So you're going to have your feet slightly apart, not too far, and you're going to take your body down. You're going to have your elbows bent and hands on the mat. At this point, you just want to check that you are relaxing through the neck. All right. If you feel tense or you feel your shoulders around your ears, then take your arms out. All right. And what we're going to do is draw the tummy in. So pulling in away from the mat, you're going to take a breath in. Breathe out. You're going to think of that belly button drawing in further, and you're going to start to lift the head and the chest. Now, what a lot of people tend to do is jut their chin out like this. So I want you to do the opposite. I want you to tuck the chin down slightly, but keep the lift going until you feel the weight on your elbows. Now, at this point, you can stay there, or if you feel you can go further, you can press into the hands and continue up. But all the while, you are holding the abdominals in. So if you're all the way up like me, you want to see your hips are off the floor, the front of your hips, yeah? And you're going to take a deep breath in, and we're going to breathe out and slowly come back down. All right, so take a moment, let those shoulders draw back and down. Take a breath in, breathe out. Now think of a swan, a lovely swan with a long, elegant neck. Think of your neck elongating as you start to lift. Feeling the weight on the elbows, pressing into the hands if you want to go further, but keeping those abdominals drawing in so we're protecting that lower back. If you're all the way up, you can think about drawing those shoulders down and back. Inhale and exhale. Coming down. Good. Let's try it again. So taking a deep breath in, exhale, shoulders drift away from the ears, head starts to lift. Think of a lovely, elegant swan. That's what you all are. Elegant swans. Lifting up, drawing those shoulders down. Good. Inhale and exhale to come back down. And we'll do just one more. So think of everything we've put together. Inhale and exhale, starting to lift. Feeling that lovely control in the body. Lifting it up. If you're all the way up, you can just hold it there for a moment. Eye line forward, tummy in, shoulders back. Just feel that lovely strength you've built in the body. And then take a deep breath in. Breathing out, coming all the way down. Let's have the hands underneath the shoulders, pushing up. We'll just have a little cat stretch before we finish. So you're going to bring your knees in. Very important with a cat stretch, positioning as well. So you want your hands under your elbows, knees under your hips. You're going to take a deep breath in, breathe out. You're going to tuck your tailbone under, really draw those tummy muscles in, feeling that nice stretch. It feels lovely through the lower back. You can let the head drop down. And you're going to take a breath in. You're going to breathe out. You're going to uncurl the other way. So think of the tailbone sticking out, and then the spine unraveling and elongating. And imagine somebody's gently pulling on your ears so you can feel sort of lengthening through that neck again. So let's try that again. Deep breath in. Exhale, draw the tummy in, tucking under. Inhale. And exhale. Coming all the way back. And last one, deep breath in, exhale, tucking under. Good, now hold that tuck. As long as your knees are happy, you take your body back, all the way back. Bottom onto the heels, take your head down, and just take some deep breaths there. Well done. And that's your Pilates technique for today. I hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to come and have a chat to you now. So you can gather yourselves by the screen. All right. Thank you very, very much, everyone, for today. So we did what I call quality, not quantity today. So I hope that felt all right for you. I'm going to go and have a little look through the chat now. See where we're at. Oh, my husband's about to run in with a piece of paper. Thank you, dear. All right. Thank you very much. Good. So I'll let you gather yourselves, have some water. I'll be around for a little while if you want to have a chat. Just to let you know, there was 250 people, 249 people taking part in class today. So there you go. It gives you an idea that you're one of 249 people who just did that, which is wonderful. So I want to say lovely thank yous to Alison, Ranjit, and S. Disley, who've all made a donation for class today via the super chat. So thank you very much to you. So I just can see what a mess my hair is in. Pilates hair, look at that. Okay, so the super chat button, if you want to have a look on, see what it's all about. If you look down at your chat, at the very bottom, you'll see there's a $sign. And there's also a smiley face. So the $sign is so you can make, if you have a linked account, you can make a donation for class. And I think it starts at $1, which is like 79p or something like that. So if you do want to make a donation, it's always welcome, because as you know, I make these videos for free. And I'm happy to do it. And I'm also, it's not an issue if you don't want to donate. I don't mind. I'm giving it to you anyway. But that's just what that is. And you'll see if people donate that some people choose emojis that do different actions and stuff. And that can be quite fun. All right. So I'm going to just call out a couple of people, and then I'll try and get through all the chats. So any technique questions, pop them on there, and I can go through those with you. So, okay, there's some lovely ones here. Eileen Wilson. Hello, Eileen. Lovely to hear from you. Thank you very much for joining us. You don't mind because you put this on the chat. Eileen, everybody, is 83 and she does my classes. She's saying here she's doing my classes daily and noticing a difference in her strength. Well done, Eileen. That's absolutely brilliant. And it just goes to show, you know what I always say to people, it doesn't matter how old you are. You can always improve your strength and your flexibility, and you are a perfect inspirational example of that. So thank you very much, Eileen. And yes, keep going. Just keep going. I'll keep going if you do. Mandy, you've bought me a cup of coffee. Thank you very much, Mandy. Bought me a coffee on the Ko-fi page. So I do have okay, so who else have got? I'm just going to go quickly through all the chats. Oh, I've had Penelope McLeod has made a donation of £5 for today. Thank you, Penelope. Penelope is a lovely lady, by the way. I've known her for a long time because she comes to my classes during the week. So thank you, Penelope. Much appreciated. And Woe Hill, hello, Woe. Thank you very much. You've also made a donation today, $4.99. Thank you very much, Woe. Penelope, you gave me £5. Thank you. Much appreciated. Really glad you enjoyed the session. Caroline Ford. Oh, I love your emoji. How's it going? It's going pretty well, Caroline. How's it going for you? I hope it went well today. Caroline's donated $4.99. If you look on the chat, everyone, you'll see these little emojis like Caroline's there coming up, which is really cool. I love those. They make me smile. Very good. And Wendy Seal. Wendy has donated £2. Thank you, Wendy. I'm really glad you enjoyed the session today. I tried to pitch it so it worked kind of for all levels. So I'm really glad it worked for you. Thank you very much for the donation. Okay, so a couple of hellos. Joan from Australia. Hello, Joan. Before you all go, by the way, can you make sure you press the thumbs up button, the like button? I know some of you have to go to work and all that kind of stuff. But if you could press the thumbs up, that would really help me, because that kind of, all that is noticed by the algorithms in YouTube, which apparently is how you increase your kind of presence and subscribers and all that stuff. And if you haven't subscribed and you want to keep in tune with when I'm putting out new videos, you can press the subscribe button. Just to let you know, I do have a 15-minute video coming out tomorrow morning at 10. It's not live, it's a pre-recorded, and it's part of a series I'm doing called Pilates Moves Me, and they're all 15-minute workouts. I've done a mat workout, I've done a resistance band workout, and tomorrow will be a workout with the ball, you know, the squidgy ball, 15-minute workout there. So do go check that out tomorrow at 10. I will be live on the chat, so you'll better see me on the chat, although you won't better see me in person. But if you want to check that out, do go check that out. And just to let you know, I'm going to film another standing workout very soon, because I know lots and lots of you really like that. So I will be doing one of those in the next week or two. Bia from South Africa. Hello, Bia. How is life over there? Lovely to hear from you. I see your name come up every week, so it's nice because you remember certain people's names and where they're from. So lovely to have you. Oh, and someone has said they could hear the occasional horse in the background. You've got very good ears. Yeah, where I am right now, in literally, I would say 100 feet from where I am, is a field of horses. And I heard them this morning all neighing. It said they get let out of the stable and they all start talking to each other. So very good ears, whoever that was. Yeah, I am near horses right now. That's wonderful. So Rona Stevens has donated $1.99. Thank you, Rona. Very, very kind of you. Anne from London has donated $3, and she's got a great emoji doing thumbs up, which I love. Thank you very much indeed, Anne. Oh, Lily said, Lily Mars. Hello, Lily Mars. Lily sent me a lovely message on Twitter yesterday. Hello, Lily. It's a little known fact that horses love Pilates. Well, there you go. Little known fact. We didn't know that one, did we? So I'm going to go back through the chat because I know I feel bad if I miss anyone else. So I'm just going to have a quick flick through at any questions that have come in whilst I've been working. So we've got to say congratulations, everybody, to Sarah Baldwin, who's with us today. Sarah's a makeup artist, but this is her first session back after she became a Mrs. So congratulations on getting married, Sarah. Lovely to have you back. Really nice to see you there. Jennifer Bagley, I'm just going to say hello to you. I've seen your name before. Lovely to have you here. I hope you enjoyed the session today. Ranjit, you can't do tomorrow because you're playing golf. Well, don't worry. Lovely that you're out playing golf. You can always do it another time. So it'll be there. It'll be there. So you can catch up another time. Thank you very much. Judy Buxton, lovely lady. Hello, how are you? Lovely to see you. And thank you very much for your message on Twitter this week. That was really, really lovely. Okay, I'm just going down, making sure I'm going to say hello to Taya. I hope I pronounced that right, in Australia. Hello, Taya. You must be evening time, I think now, aren't you? So lovely to have you. Hope you enjoyed the session today. Super duper. Kathy Freeman, good morning. Good morning, Anna McDougall, Julia B. Fabulous. Isabel. Isabel Strubos, I hope you're still there. You're just getting set up. You've been having a lot of pain with hip osteoarthritis, which limits your movements, but just love your sessions. You're a true inspiration, Rachel. A huge thank you from me. Well, Isabel, thank you very much for coming to these sessions. I know it is so difficult when you get arthritis. It's very, very painful, isn't it? And you know what? The fact that you are doing this Pilates really is helping you. So even though you've got that pain, obviously if it's unbearable pain, you don't want to be pushing your body too hard, but trying to keep those muscles moving, and particularly the stretching exercise is really good for arthritis, whether it's in the hips, back, etc. Stretching is always good. So lovely to have you here, Isabel, and thank you for letting me know that and sharing your story. It's much appreciated. Caroline Cackett, I can see you there. Hello, lovely to have you here. Hedva Baron, you're in Israel and it's noon. Oh, well, good afternoon, Hedva. I hope you enjoyed the session. Lovely to have you here, and hello to you in Israel. Thank you for joining. All right, Tiona. Good morning, Tiona in France. Hello, lovely to see you there. Oh, it's so nice to see familiar names now. So I'm getting to know all the people who are coming every week. And it's lovely because you're all in different countries, but we're all connected. Okay, Susan Caroline Ford. Lovely to see you. Thank you very much for coming today, Caroline. All right, I'm going to skip down and see if there are any questions. Hello to Pamela Jones. Let's go down. Okay, so Judy, you got the picture but no sound. Well, that's odd. Oh, you're all good. Okay, fabulous. I know technology is such a pain, isn't it? That we live like this now. Hopefully we'll all get better at it. I am certainly working at trying to get better at technology for you. Joan in Melbourne. Hello, I'm a bit late as we're enjoying dinner and a nice glass of Sauvignon Blanc from New Zealand. Well, how lovely. Well, that sounds like a perfect evening. Pilates, dinner and some wine. How lovely. I hope you enjoyed it all there, Joan. So well done. Fiona, you're at work. You're going to do it later. Okay, well, let me know, Fiona, how it goes for you. Do leave a comment. Always good to hear from you. Eileen, yes, Eileen, we said hello, haven't we? Kathy Pierce, hello, Kathy. Running late, you're going to watch from the start later. No problem at all. Okay, Sarah Baldwin, the shoulder and back stretch before the last stretch. I'm getting much better at it from our one-to-one. Good, helping loosen my tight shoulders. I'm much better at the leg lift too now. Well, that's really, really good, Sarah. So yeah, everyone, Sarah came and did a private lesson with me on Zoom because I teach live on Zoom. The difference being that you can see me, but I can see you too. So if you feel that you ever want a few tips or you'd like to have a one-to-one just to kind of check in that you're doing everything right, you can have a look at my website, rachellawrencepilates.com. And you can go on there or you can pop me an email and we can organize a private session if you'd like to do it. So there you go. That's thanks for reminding me about that, Sarah. I'm really glad that those things are helping, that you're progressing. I think you're going to do really, really well in your Pilates. You're going to get stronger and stronger. Ranjit, you want to know what days my Zoom classes are and the cost? Well, Ranjit, the Zoom classes are daily. So I do them Monday through Thursday. They're different classes and different levels, so probably best to look at the timetable, and you'll find that on rachellawrencepilates.com timetable page. I do a session for seniors on Mondays, which is 11:45 to 12:45. I do a mixed ability Monday night, which is quite athletic. So you can be any age, but it's a much stronger workout. I also do flow classes Tuesdays and Thursdays, which again are quite athletic. And then what I did today, the technique class, I teach something similar on a Tuesday at 11 to 12. And that's what I call a very nice fundamental class where you can just move at a steady pace. So it gives you kind of an idea of what I'm doing. What else do I do? Oh, yes, I do a ball class on Wednesday morning with a squidgy ball, an hour long. And that's very, very popular, that class. In fact, a couple of people here today take part in that class. So go check out the website if you'd like to know more about that. Wendy Seals says, what a privilege it is to have been part of that brilliant class with such an amazing teacher. Learned a lot. Oh, Wendy, well, you're absolutely welcome. Thank you so much for your comments. Really glad you enjoyed it. That's really what I enjoy. I just enjoy sharing my knowledge and helping all of you. That's why I do what I do. That's my raison d'etre, I think. So absolutely delighted that you enjoyed it. Terry's going to watch later. Cheryl says, great to slow down and concentrate. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it, Cheryl? Once in a while to just remind ourselves, you know, because we can rush through exercises, me included. And actually, sometimes when you slow down, it gives you a better connection in your body. That's what I find. So I feel much more connected between here and my muscles and my joints. And I think that's a really, really good thing for us all. All right, let's have a look. Sarah, you want to know, when I do the leg lift, I find my feet coming apart in the middle, the leg lift. Is that the tabletop, Sarah? I'm not quite sure. The leg lift, feet coming apart in the middle. It may be, yeah, so I would say with that, Sarah, most likely that is that you need to think more about really, like there's a magnet between your thighs and drawing those inner thighs together. Some of us have more strength on the outside of the leg than the insides. It sounds like you might need to strengthen the inner thigh muscles, and you do that a lot by holding the legs together. That'll really help. Alison Ellis, hello Alison, that was excellent. At present, we'll keep practicing the first level roll-ups. Yeah. Also, many thanks for showing us how to do cat stretches properly. I feel I'm now truly getting benefit from these. Oh, wonderful. Really glad to hear that, Alison. And yeah, perfect. Do that first level and keep working on that. And it maybe that first level is the right level for you. Or you might find that after some time, few months, you feel that you can go a little further. So yeah, that sounds perfect. I'm really glad that's helped you make that decision. So that's really good. Polly Rob, can you post the Ko-fi link because you cannot access the symbol? Okay, hopefully my husband's done that. If not, Caroline, at the bottom of this description or in any of my videos, you'll see at the bottom I've got a link to the Sport England website that endorse my workouts, and right above it, it says if you want to support me, you can buy a cup of coffee, and there's a link there. So hopefully that's there. I don't think my husband's there anymore because he's had to go back to work. So he helps me out in the morning. Caroline says, great, I now feel I'm doing the roll down correctly. Still a little painful on the base of the spine. Yeah, be a little bit careful, Caroline, if you're feeling discomfort down there, because you don't want to aggravate anything. So try it and see how it goes. If it gets sore, we might need to just slightly modify it for you. But I'm really glad that helped you. All right, I'm getting to the end of the session, so I'm just going to have a quick look. Susan Lawton, you can't see a dollar sign, only a smiley face. Okay, try the smiley face, Susan. It may be that you're not set up for that. It should show down the bottom. I can see a smiley face and then just to the right, a dollar sign. But don't worry, honestly, it's fine if you can't see it. Don't worry, my dear. Okay. Kawa Murakat, I don't know your name, But you're saying, can we use belts and blocks in Pilates? Yeah, especially if you're a yoga person and you're used to using blocks to sit on and belts, then you absolutely can. I don't tend to use them, but I guess I'm lucky. I've been dancing since I was 3, so I'm fairly flexible. I use a lot of bands, and I recommend bands. The only reason I recommend these rather than a belt is that a band is similar to a muscle. Yeah, it's got give and take. And in Pilates, a lot of the work we do, particularly in the equipment studio, which I know you don't have the access to, but we work with springs and we work with things that kind of replicate how the body moves and how the muscles work. So I would prefer a flexi band at all times, but if you're used to a belt and you're happy with that, then absolutely you can use them to help you with the exercises. Okay, Hillary is saying get a clunk on it or inward click, not coming from hips, seems from pelvis. Okay, yeah, a clunk is not anything to worry about. If there's no pain with it, Hillary, it's fine. It just means that your pelvis is kind of, when we do a lot of these Pilates exercises, they kind of reset the spine. They also relax the muscles, which often means you'll feel a little clunk because a vertebra is kind of shifting slightly. That's all it is. So I wouldn't worry about it. There's no pain associated. Don't worry. And if it's any consolation, I clunk all the time. Every morning I clunk quite a bit when I'm warming up. So yes, don't worry. If there's pain, then you would need to see somebody. If there's no pain, then it's nothing to worry about. Yeah, and in the pelvis, yeah, it might be your pelvis is kind of slightly adjusting because we're kind of realigning things. So it's all fine. Oh, my husband's already spoken to a couple of you. Lovely. Lily says she really enjoyed the focus today. Glad to know. Sorry, I'm jumping. Yeah, really good. Lily enjoyed the focus on technique. Even when I know how to do the exercise, I still learn something new. Good. Yeah, and I'm the same. You know what? Every now and then, as they say, who said it? Some politician said it once. It's good to go back to the basics. Because, yeah, if you get the basics right, then when you get into the higher level, the more advanced, more complicated moves, you've got much better control of your body. So that's what it's all about. All right. Bar 60 and strong, you're saying, thank you. You'll be sharing it with your private group and encouraging them to follow me. Well, thank you very much, Bar 60 and strong. I appreciate that. If you could encourage them to subscribe, even better. That would be wonderful. All right, Sarah Baldwin's asking for an arm session. I can do an arm session, absolutely. Do check out, have you done my arms and abs, Sarah? That is a really good session for arms. I know because my arms are sore for about 3 days afterwards. So do go and look at a previous live. It's called Arms and Abs. It's all arms, triceps, shoulders. You can see my shoulders. It's all kind of work to work there. Fabulous. Mary Moore, I'm skipping down now because I need to sign off very shortly. Could you add some moves to help cervical osteoarthritis? Just been diagnosed. A bit down, but not out. Mary from Preston. Oh, don't be down, Mary. Don't be down. You know what? So many people have cervical osteoarthritis and don't even know it. So don't be down. Please don't be down. I will definitely think about what we can do with that. Certainly what you want to think about, Mary, the things that are going to be really good for you are actually movements of the upper body, movements of your thoracic spine, because your cervical spine is here to here. And your thoracic spine comes below that. And often I found, and the osteopath that I see, talk to him a lot about it. And we talk about the fact that women get very stiff in their thoracic spine, and that puts more strain on the cervical spine. So any movements where you are doing rotations will help to kind of loosen up the spine below where your osteoarthritis is, all right? And that will really help. And then obviously osteoarthritis, you want to be gentle with the neck, and very importantly, not throwing the head back or forcing it over one side or another. Gently. But don't worry, Mary, you're going to be fine, all right? You will be fine. It's just one of those things, okay? And I'll help you as much as I can. I'll make a note of that and do something. Maybe what I could do, don't take offense with this, is I might do a seniors workout and incorporate arthritis related exercises in that. Maybe that'd be a good thing to do. All right, Grace and Nemo, hello. Thank you for your weekly sessions. You're an inspiration. I'm going to try the session this evening since you're at work. Lovely, wonderful to hear that. Monica Chidji has just donated $2.99 and she's got a fist bump. I love it. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you for joining me today. That's really cute. I haven't seen that emoji before. Thank you. And yes, please don't forget, press the thumbs up button, everyone. Really lovely to see you all. I'm going to sign off, just going to say a quick thank you to Sue Sambles. You're loving the classes. You want to know if my painful knees class is suitable for inflammation-based issues. You've got tendinitis. Yes, it should be fine. Yeah, because it's for knees that are osteoarthritis, pre-knee replacement, post-knee replacement, tendinitis, ACL issues, all that kind of stuff. So yes, give it a go. Maybe try the chair one first, see how that feels. If that feels okay, go down onto the mat. But they're very, very simple exercises and they'll help with realigning those knees. So yes, give that a go. Wonderful. All right, I'm going to go. It's so lovely to have you here. We did a full half hour today. Oh, Carol Neath has just donated £3. Thank you very much, Carol. And I love your little emoji. Fabulous. Thank you. I'm going to sign off for now, everyone. I will be back same time next week, 10 o'clock. So I look forward to seeing you then.